Hello, it's a beautiful day. Thank you for joining me. I'm Hannah Grace. Please support the channel, like, share, and subscribe. Let's listen to a flashback of Melody Shari at a women's conference. As always, her speech was very inspirational. Take a listen.
About us hyping each other up. Who is your hype person? Think about that for a minute. Who is your hype person? Who is your hype person in life? Who is your hype person in business? Who's your hype person? Who is the person that no matter what you roll out for your business, no matter what it is that you achieve in life, they there to cheer you on and hype you up? And if you can't think of nobody off the top, then that means we got some changes to make, right? If none of the people who you talk to, who you hang out with on a regular came to your mind when I just asked you who is your hype person in life and in business, then we got some changes to make. When you talk about being successful, right? When you talk about being successful as an entrepreneur, when you talk about being successful on your life's purpose, how do you know it matters who you have around you? You have around you. And if you don't have the right people around you, you literally can have every dream and every vision sucked right up out of you.
Amen.
Right? Sucked right up out of you because they're pulling all your energy all the time. Right?
Yep.
They're pulling all your energy all the time. We like to call those energy vampires. And this is how you pay attention to it, because y'all know I done had my fair share. I done had my fair share of energy vampires. And when I start to recognize that every time I talk to you, I feel drained. When I get off the phone with you, every time you text me, it's a problem that you need to help me. I need to help you solve. And you have to be careful with that, because see, the enemy will sneak in that way and get you off your purpose. Because it's a distraction. It's a distraction. And the enemy will bring that in to take you off your purpose, and then before you know it, you so caught up with what everybody else around you got going on that you ain't even doing what God called you to do. Now, a lot of people know my 7th Avenue beauty brand and all of that, and I love the fact that I've been able to create a multi-million-dollar business over again after a divorce. I love that, but it's bigger than that. But it's bigger than that for me, right? For me, it's more so about the fact that I love knowing that I'm in my purpose. I love knowing that when women walk out with 7th Avenue Beauty, they know they got the best of the best. They know that they're walking out looking good, smelling good, feeling good, giving themselves the best. Because as women, so many times we'll give everybody else the best. Our kids, your husbands, your boyfriends, your nieces. You know, you'll give your parents, you give everybody the best. But then when it comes to you, you shortchange yourself. When you start finding excuses why you shouldn't spend this on you.
Yeah.
Why you can't go on a vacation. Why you can't go on a girls trip. Oh, it ain't good time. And oh, it costs too much. Oh, this, that, and the other. But for everybody else, we'll bend over backwards.
Right.
How many know it's time for us to put a stop to that and start putting self first? And let me tell you, it ain't called being selfish either. Because that's another thing. People around you, you know, will start saying about you, you're so selfish. You're so selfish. You're all about yourself. Well, baby, if I'm not about me, who gonna be about me? If I don't take care of me, who gonna take care of me? Do not allow people to be around you living while you dead and in the grave. I need y'all to catch that. Don't find yourself in a position where people around you are still living and you dead and in the grave and on the other side of the dirt, because you've allowed them to stress you out. You've allowed them to have your your pressure up so you on high blood pressure medicine, which is a heart condition, by the way. Let's keep it a buck. So you got a heart condition because you letting other people stress you out with their problems, and then you ain't here and they living. So you have to put what I like to call boundaries in place. Boundaries in place in your life, in your relationships, and in your business. Because y'all know, we all go through time. So it's already extra hard, right? It's already extra hard to be phenomenal. When I first started being an entrepreneur, I was 25. So I've been working for myself since I was 25. At 34, I literally had to start all over and do it again. But one thing that I will say I learned in my entrepreneurial journey is that it matters so much by having the right people around you. And we hear it sounds cliche, but a lot of people ain't living that. See, a lot of us like to hold on to relationships, to friendships, to situations, because we don't want to look embarrassed. We don't want, look, we care what other people think. We care what other people think. Let's keep it a buck. We don't want to look embarrassed. We care what other people think. But let me tell y'all something. I was doing an interview over there. That young man asked me a question. He said, "What's the biggest misconception about you?" I said, "I don't know, because I don't care." I don't care. They may say I'm bougie. I don't care. They may say I can't keep no friends. I don't care. You know, they may say, "Oh, she throw rocks and hide her hands." I don't care. And I said, so I can't tell you the biggest misconception, but I can tell you that people don't talk enough about getting to the bag. People don't talk enough about getting to the bag. We have a whole bunch of irrelevant conversations about ish that don't matter. That don't matter. It ain't putting $1 in your pocket. It ain't putting $1 in mine. It's ish that literally don't matter. What are the conversations about getting to the bag? Raise your hand if you had a combo this past week. Please let somebody raise your hand, please. Lord, raise your hand. If you had a conversation this last week with somebody about getting to the bag. An idea, a way to make more money, a way to get to the bag, please. Finding your time, most of the time on the phone, gossiping, talking about ish that don't matter with people that ain't talking about getting to the bag, and you need to change your whole circle of people. About legacy. And how you gonna leave your footprint on this earth when you ain't here no more? Then what we talking about? Because see, here's what I think about. When I talk about 7th Avenue Beauty, it's not a brand for me to be here, make a whole bunch of money, and not have solid business practices and it's over and that's it when I'm no longer here. I think about 7th Avenue Beauty being here 50 plus years from now. So what does that setup look like in terms of sustainability? See, when you think about legacy, I want you to imagine something for just a second. Imagine yourself in the middle of a circle, your picture right there. Legacy, you right here. Then I want you to think about the people who are connected to you that when you in the history books, if they were to do a chart with you in the middle, everybody who's connected to you, do they deserve to even be connected to you in the history books? Do they deserve to have their face with a line coming from you as part of your legacy? Can we think about that for a minute? And if you imagine some friends, and I'm even say some relatives, because I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't even care, like relatives too. But shoot, they often get cut. They call me the cut off queen, that's fine. If you have some people who you just imagined, who you know, man, you know what? They don't need to be, they shouldn't be part of my legacy. 50, 100, 200 years from now when I'm being read about in the history books, talked about in history, documented, it's all here forever, they shouldn't be connected to me. I ask you to evaluate and then reevaluate and then make decisions. Because see, a lot of us have people connected to us who literally killing us. We have people connected to us who's literally killing us. They're killing your dreams. They're killing your vision. They're killing your health. They want to take you everywhere they know you don't need to go because it ain't good for you. Because they really don't care. Surround yourself with some people who care. Surround yourself with some people who understand legacy, who understand vision and purpose. I'm going to tell y'all this real quick. I remember, I would say the real kind of start of a changing period for me to walk away from a relationship that had been which was my marriage. And I say one of my longest because of course my relationship with my mother, with my family was surpassed that, with my cousins, surpassed the length of that. But I remember one day, standing in the garage, I was at the door of my Range Rover, he was at the hood of my Range Rover, and I said, "You are messing up and hindering my purpose. You allowing the enemy to cause you to hinder my purpose." And he looked at me and said, "You're right, I know. You have some people in your life who know they don't need to be there no more. Hinder your purpose." And you know what I said in that moment? I said, "Nothing and nobody trumps God's purpose for my life." Nothing and nobody trumps God's purpose for my life. If you ever get to a point where you have someone who you putting above God's purpose for your life, no, baby, no. So you think you bigger than God in my life? The purpose that God has put on me? That was a pivotal moment for me because it was in that moment that I knew without a shadow. See, it's different when you thinking something and when you hear it come out their mouth, right? And you understand that they understand the mission that the enemy has them on, which is to kill purpose. Let's keep it above. The enemy's goal is to use people to kill purpose. So when you hear that, that was a pivotal moment because I knew right then that if I continue to stay, then now I'm killing my own purpose. To stay, now I'm killing my own purpose because baby girl, you see what it is. You know what it is. You heard what it is. But y'all know, sometimes, unfortunately, we allow fear of the unknown to cause us to hold on to stuff a little bit longer than we need to. We allow fear to cause us to be afraid to step out and truly let faith. See, it's one thing to talk about, oh, I got faith, oh, I believe, oh, I know I can do it. It's one thing to do that and talk about it. But baby, it's another thing whenever you gotta sleep on air mattresses with your babies because you decided to walk away. Okay? That's a whole different. Whenever you gotta pick yourself up out that closet from crying and get out here and figure something else out monetarily because you chose to walk away from something that ain't good for you. But I am a walking, living witness that you can do it. And I know people like to say stuff like, because I'm gonna break this down. People like to say stuff like, well, it's different with Mela because she was on a t-shirt and when she laughed, let me be clear. Whenever I left, it wasn't no TV show, it was COVID. Shut down. Wasn't no chicks coming. COVID. Wasn't no chicks coming. Real talk. I wasn't even able to go out and just go grab an apartment. Real talk. So it wasn't no, but it's different for her. No, it wasn't. I was in the same situation a lot of y'all probably in right now. I had to figure that out. Just so happened, one of my homegirls had got an apartment. She went back to her child's father. She said, Nell, you can go stay over there. So first we went over there, me and my kids went there for a few weeks. She didn't have no living room furniture, wasn't in there but a bed and a nook table. Hey, but guess what? We was finding peace. After that, that, went to my brother's. Stayed there for a little bit. Went to Atlanta. Get me out of Huntsville. I'm tired of being in Alabama. I need a new scenery. How many know sometimes you got to switch your scenery up? Sometimes you got to switch your environment up so you can get a clear mind. And what's so amazing to me, y'all, to this day, my kids love going to my brother's house. And I told him, I said, see, they correlate your house with when they gain peace after the storm. They correlate, oh, when we got to Uncle Marcus's house, it was peaceful. Mommy ain't crying anymore. We're having fun. We're in the pool, right? Uncle Marcus and him cooking. We eat some good meals. Because I ain't gonna lie, I didn't cook. I don't think the first time I got cooked, I left in April, was November. I didn't want to cook. It reminded me too much of being in a marriage. I just couldn't do it. I literally couldn't do it. But we were there and my brother would cook. We would have fun. So sometimes you got to change that environment. So first we went over to Uncle Marcus's for a little bit. Stayed over there for a few months through the summer. Came back to Huntsville August. Okay? Got to Huntsville in August. Found a home. Okay? Then it was, okay, well, he ain't let me get the furniture. Blow up mattresses. And even in that, they was happy with that too. Yeah. All they cared about was feeling peace. Gotta remember, kids feel the tension. They feel something ain't right. And they internalize it. They may not talk about it yet, but they internalize it. And that's when you have children growing up being traumatized adults. So guess what I did? Put them in therapy. They've been in therapy since 2020 along with me. Yeah? Religiously. Because you have to find outlets to express and talk to somebody who deals with these situations all the time to help the situation not break you, but help you figure out a way to maneuver in a healthy way. So you wonder why you have some of these boys in prison all the time. In jail, in and out of jail all the time. You got these girls out here falling in love and giving it up to anybody who will say you pretty. Because there are some things that have been internalized that we are not giving them a safe space to talk about. Right. So when we're talking about not creating traumatized adults, can we talk about therapy a little bit? And I know that's one of them things in our community is kind of, but if you ain't tried it, baby, don't you knock it. Yeah. If you ain't tried it, don't you knock it. Because some of the problem is that we don't feel like we got nobody to talk to. But you go over here and talk to Miss Girlfriend, you're going to go tell the whole community. You don't want to go talk to the person who's gone to school and who is by law legally can't share your business. Legally can't share your business. You don't want to talk to them. It's okay. Therapy doesn't mean something's wrong with you. Yeah. It don't mean you crazy. It means you actually smarter. You understand that you need it. You have people who are addicted to drugs. The difference is the people who recognize, shoot, I'm addicted. Let me go get some help. Same thing with therapy. Wait a minute, I've been through some stuff. Let me go figure out a way to handle and deal with this trauma in a healthy way. Because see, some of y'all gonna be mean, old great-grandmamas. Mean as all you got. Your grandkids ain't even gonna want to come around you. Because you ain't never... you ain't go to therapy for all that hurt and you just taking it out on the baby. Just mean for no reason. Great-grandkids gonna be walking up and telling Mama, I don't know why Grandma Susie so she just told me, just tell me all the time, shut up and sit down. It's okay with therapy. And see, when you start setting things up in your personal life the right way, how many know business will be easy for you? Businesses that you create gonna flourish because the foundation, which is you, is in a healthy space. The foundation, which is you, ain't on an emotional roller coaster where you know this contract was due today, but it ain't ready because you was in the closet crying for the past 3 days. Let's talk about it. There were times when literally And property preservation due dates are super, super important. But there were times when I had deadlines I had to meet. And if I wasn't in a place where I could handle and stay on business, the contracts would have went somewhere else. Right? They would have gone somewhere else. So sometimes, y'all, we praying and we asking God to give us certain things, to enlarge our territory, to increase our sales, to increase our bottom dollar. Help us grow. God, please grow the business. Ready for it. Have you positioned yourself to be in the healthiest version of you? That when that business grow, you able to show up 110%. That when that business starts growing, you ain't tired all the time because you depressed. Y'all know it, I've been there, so I know. Tired because you depressed, right? Are you ready for the growth? It's there, the opportunities are there. This shows that opportunities are there. As many people as we have in this world, there's somebody who can utilize a service that you can offer. It's somebody who can utilize a service that you can offer. Think outside the box. Think outside the box. And how many know it ain't never too late? Wow. And listen, you know what? God bless y'all. I'm going to drop the mic on there, right there. Right there. Right there. It's never too late to start. It's never too late to create your empire. It's never too late to increase your generational wealth possibilities. It's never too late to build. And I love y'all. I'm going to see y'all next time.
I hope you enjoyed Melody's words of wisdom. I surely did. That's all I have for this video. Please drop down in the comments and let me know what you think. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Have a beautiful day. And please don't forget to support the channel, like, share, and subscribe.